Like that side or the other side?
Bill.
Hey, Liza.
Laura and Sonia.
Hi, Bill.
Sonia, this
Hello.
is Sarah and Bill. Everyone, this is Sonia, my good
Hi,
friend from
Sonia.
Burlington.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I will mute us all. I don't think Chris is coming today. She texted me earlier. Let's take a couple grounding breaths just to fully arrive into our space. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling slowly through the mouth. Just arriving in your seat, in your room. And after this next exhale, just let your breath be normal in and out through the nose. And notice any intentions you may have brought with you today, any thoughts or feelings. And I invite you to take in this poem. Normal day. Let me be aware of the treasure you are. Let me learn from you, love you, savor you, bless you before you depart. Let me not pass you by in quest of some rare and perfect tomorrow. By Mary Jean Irion. Let's bring the palms together and rub them against each other. And letting the hands face forward and just taking in our group energy, sending blessings for everyone's practice today. And slowly bringing the palms together at heart center and drawing your inward gaze up to the third eye, this home of inner wisdom. As we chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo, we gaze at this third eye center and allowing the vibration of the sound that you create to be felt in the third eye and the sinuses. Let's inhale together. And exhale all the way out, squeezing out any stale air. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And inhale for the Adi mantra. Om. Let's try that again. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One more. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Gently suspend this breath. And exhale, let it go. Bringing your pointer finger and thumb to touch in Gyan Mudra and letting it rest, letting them both rest on the legs. And we'll take 4 inhales, 4 sips of air through the nose. And then 4 exhales, so 4 equal parts. So this is an 8 count breath. You can use the mantra Sa, Ta, Na, Ma on your breath instead of counting if you like. This creates an uplifting energy as well as a sense of underlying calm. And inhale smoothly through the nose. Suspending this breath, lifting Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, and simply inviting your energy to rise from the tailbone up the spine through the crown. When you're ready, exhale and release. Deepening your breath. Coming into long, deep breathing, in and out through the nose. As you inhale, mentally vibrating Sat, which means truth. As you exhale, mentally vibrating Nam, I am. Each time you inhale, you can fill the belly first, then the ribs, then the chest. And as you exhale, release the breath back the way you came from top to bottom, squeezing the belly out last. Our breath and this mantra of Sat Nam are so nourishing to our practice. So you can imagine this practice as a meditation with movement, with mantra, setting an intention to keep this breath and mantra as we move through our practice today. And as you're ready, keeping this breath and this mantra, let's come to standing and we'll warm up. Letting the toes gently spread and allowing the inner arches of the feet to lift slightly. Let's glide the shoulders back in little circles. Good, and let the shoulders stay slightly back and down with the palms facing forward in mountain pose, listening to your breath. We'll be coming back to this pose again and again throughout our warm-up. So notice how this pose feels right now. And on your next inhale, begin to sweep the arms out and up to the sky. And as you exhale, hinging, folding as the arms reach out and down. Inhale to gaze forward in a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, riding your breath up as the arms reach out and up. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, flying down. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, mountain. Your pace might be a little different than mine. That's okay. Just go with your own pace. Let's add the second half to this. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, flying down. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, stepping back into plank and lowering down either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes and lift the hips up to the sky for triangle pose. Wide fingers, wide toes. Gently tucking the chin. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Are you still with your breath? Are you still hearing your mantra? On an inhale, walking the feet up to the hands and gazing forward. Exhale, keep this length. Maybe you can fold a little bit more deeply. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, mountain. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reaching up. Like you're gathering energy, lifting energy. Exhale, bringing it down like a waterfall. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, step back, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Beautiful, good. Exhale, triangle pose. And you might shorten your stance a little bit. On your next inhale, walk it up, gaze it forward. On an exhale, folding. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, mountain. Let's take the hands to the hips and start to roll them around in circles. Good, other way. And bringing the hips to center. Last piece of our warm-up, let's do a couple frog poses. So again, as we've talked about this before, you're welcome to modify and have the feet on the ground with the toes jutting out more than the heels. And the hands could even be on the tops of the thighs. And your frog might look like this. You squat down as far as is comfortable, lifting the heart. This is your exhale. And your inhale, the legs come straight and you fold. So let's do a couple of these modified ones together. Exhale as you squat down, heart lifts. Inhale as you straighten the legs and fold. Good. You can continue this, or if you'd like to come towards the full expression of frogs, then your heels come together and they lift, and they stay lifted the whole time. You're on your toes, and your fingertips come down to the floor with your knees sticking out to the sides. And it's an inhale to straighten the legs and fold. And exhale as you squat down, lift the heart. Good. These work directly on the heart center. on your heart organ. And they get into those hip sockets. Couple more. Good, really lift that heart on your exhale. Can it stretch a little higher? Yeah. And last one. Inhale in the squatted position now. And just lift Mula Bandha. Exhale, release. Let's come into our Kriya today. If it's comfortable, you can sit on your shins in rock pose. And if this is not comfortable, just sit on your sitting bones. Welcome, Cami. Feel free to tune in and then join us. We're about to start the very first piece of our Kriya. And let me just read you the description of this set. This Kriya is designed to keep your spine, organs, and nervous system strong and healthy. So spine, organs, and your whole nervous system, strong and healthy. It also works directly on the female organs, relieving any tension in the ovaries. And it helps to bring beauty, radiance, and grace. Woohoo, I'm in. So let's bring our hands to the tops of the thighs. If you are sitting on your sitting bones, you can bring the hands to the shins. We're going to flex the spine here. So inhaling as the heart extends forward and exhaling as it extends back. And begin. Keep going, hearing Satnam on your breath. Good. As the spine becomes more supple, it might be comfortable to speed it up a little bit. Allow this to become a movement instead of a destination forward or back. And inhale your spine to center. Hold the breath, lift Mulband, inviting energy to rise. And exhale, relax. And allow your legs to come out long in front of you. Bring your hands to the shins, ankles, or toes. If you can reach the toes, you're welcome to come into Yogi Toe Lock, taking your first two fingers and wrapping them around the big toe. And you can press the thumbs into the bed of your big toenail. Flexing the spine here, inhaling as you roll up, head follows last. Exhale as you begin to fold the belly first, then the heart, then the head. And continue. And as you do this, remember this is a meditation. Meditating with movement. Thirty seconds left. Good, everyone. Inhale, lengthening up. And exhale, relax. You can swing your legs around underneath you, standing on your shins. Coming into camel pose here. You can bring the hands to your low back, fingers pointing down, and squeeze your elbows in towards each other. And then start to lean your pelvis forward. This might be enough, or if it's comfortable, you can bring the hands to the heels. And you can always make the heels a little higher by tucking your toes. Whichever variation you come into, take long, slow, deep breaths, and you can always change the variation of your pose. Good. If you're holding on to the heels, you're welcome to let the head drop back if that's comfortable. Notice where your breath and your prana are able to reach in the body as you breathe. What's able to open. And what parts of your body are you able to relax in this pose? Are you holding any unnecessary tension? Last couple breaths here. On your next inhale, suspend the breath, lifting Mula Bandha slightly. And on your exhale to come out, you can simply sit down, or if you're already nice and high, you can just release the head and come up. Beautiful. Come lying onto your back. You can have a pillow handy for this one. First, just hug the knees into the chest, flattening your back on the earth. You might even rock them around for a moment. And then coming into shoulder stand. If you know shoulder stand, you can come right in. A modification would be to take a pillow and tuck it underneath your sacrum for a little lift, or you can tuck your arms underneath your sacrum and your feet come up towards the sky. If possible, you can lift the hips right up off the floor and hold on to the back with your hands. Wherever you are, keep your breath steady. You can point the toes and spread through the toes, allowing energy to circulate through the whole body, releasing anything that's no longer serving you. You're stimulating your thyroid gland and releasing the normal pressure of gravity from the organs. On your next inhale, see if you can get a little bit taller through the legs and feet. Hold your breath. On an exhale, slowly come down, relaxing on the back for a moment. And we'll come up to standing for archer pose. So we're in this one for 2.5 minutes on each side. You can always take a break and come back in when you're ready. Let's stand at the front of the mat. And then bend both knees a little bit and step your left foot back and lower the back heel so that it's at a 45-degree angle compared to your front foot. And just check your feet. Make sure that your front heel, if you were to draw a line from your front heel to your back foot, it would end up at your back heel. Good, now we're bending into this front knee. Let's reach the arms out on either side of us. The heart is facing the side. And then make fists with your thumbs pointing up. And we're going to draw our bow and arrow. So your right hand is reaching forward, and let's bring the left hand forward to draw the bow. Slowly begin to bend this left elbow back. Good, and now that you're here in Archer, see if you can relax the legs and let your weight sink into your feet. Long, deep breaths, inhaling set, exhaling Nam. Let your gaze go beyond your thumb at an imaginary horizon. This builds endurance in the physical body as well as the mental body. It helps if you really slow the breath down. Last 30 seconds. Inhale deeply. Lift Mula Bandha, come into your best archer pose. Exhale, release. Step your back foot up to meet the front. And step your other foot back now. Reaching the arms to the sides, making fists, thumbs pointing up. Draw your bow and arrow. Drawing that right elbow back, opening through the chest. Long, deep breathing. Relax the legs, relax the shoulders. Let your weight sink into your feet. Pick a spot on the horizon to let your eyes rest. Notice all of your peripheral vision. The slower you make your breath, the more the time seems to be irrelevant. You're doing great. One more minute. "30 seconds. Let that heart stay open. You're strengthening your nervous system. Notice the endurance that you're creating. Inhale deeply. Lifting Mulband, come into your best archer pose. Exhale, let it go. Step it up. And come right down into baby pose. If possible, let your third eye center come down to the floor or a cushion, and let your hands rest back by your feet. You're welcome to gaze at the third eye. And slowly you can roll out of baby pose and come lying on your belly. First variation, forearms can be on the ground, like a sphinx pose. And then your knees bend and your feet are trying to come towards your head, and you're pressing into those forearms, lifting the heart, and the head is trying to come towards the feet. This is a beautiful back bend, great practice. You can stay right here. If you prefer, you can reach the hands for the ankles and feet. And if you can hold on to them, you can come into this full expression of pressing the feet into the hands. Feel free to wiggle around with it a little bit, just working out any little spots or kinks. And just come in and out at your leisure. Ideally, you're hanging out in this pose for the full 90 seconds. but you're welcome to release at any time and then come back in. So we're really opening the lines and the meridians of the body today. And we're circulating this long, deep breath. On your next inhale, come into your best variation of this pose and hold the breath. Lift Mula Bandha. Can you imagine energy rising right up your spine through the crown? Beautiful. And then exhale, slowly, slowly come down and let your head rest on the ground. Let your legs and arms rest any way that's comfortable. You might be able to feel your heartbeat. And if you have one ear on the ground, you can switch and let the other ear rest. And then inhale to lift the head. And tuck your arms underneath your body. Even try to get the upper forearm near the elbow underneath the body. And in this variation, it tells us to make fists with the hands. And your fists will end up like where your groin and your thighs meet. And this might be enough. You can let the chin rest on the floor and you're reaching back through your toes. If it's comfortable, you're lengthening from your toes through your crown so much that your feet lift off the floor. Maybe your chin lifts off the floor a little bit too. Locust pose, keep your breath. Chin can always be resting on the ground. In fact, I think it's better if it does stay on the ground, but the feet and the legs are lifting. Notice this length you're creating. Keep reaching through the toes. Remember, we have eyes and ears in the tips of the toes. Last couple breaths here. Inhale with me. Exhale. And inhale, suspend your breath. When you're ready, exhale, relax on the belly. Let it all go. And bring your body into tabletop. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, and then draw the heels of your feet together. And remember, our third eye point is right between the two eyebrows. Sometimes it's a little bit above these two eyebrows, and then it's inward a little bit, about an inch inward. And we'll gaze at this point as we come into cow pose. So the spine is relaxing down as the tailbone tries to tilt up, and you're shining that third eye point up towards the sky. Sometimes the third eye is depicted as a star. There's a lot of light that exists here. So you can imagine that you're shining this star point, the light of your star, up towards the sky. You might be able to feel the connection from your navel point to the third eye. Initiating with your navel point, begin to tuck your navel point, drawing it towards the spine, tucking your tailbone, rounding your back, and drawing your chin towards your chest. And imagining that your third eye center is now shining, beaming towards the navel point, creating more of a circular energy. In this pose, inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Come lying on your back and get ready for Shavasana. So we're going to do stretch pose first, but have all of your belongings for Shavasana handy. And if you'd like to put on extra layers, please do that now. I'm going to read this to you exactly as it is from the book. So I'll just be holding space for this one. I'm not going to demo it because I know you all know this one. So you're lying flat on your back. Any extra props for Shavasana are right next to you. Point your toes. Oh, some of you aren't ready. I'll wait a minute. You can hug the knees into the chest just to flatten your back on the floor. Yeah. Draw your navel point down. Good. And then let your legs release out long. And point your toes. Flatten your lower back against the earth, drawing the navel point down towards the spine. Place your hands with the palms down over the thighs, so your arms are straight and the hands are hovering over the thighs. Lift the head up, applying neck lock, and look at the toes. Lift the feet up off the floor 6 inches and begin breath of fire, panting like a dog through the nose. You can modify this by lifting one foot off the floor and then switching, alternating legs. Good, everyone. Keep your breath of fire going and hear Sat Nam on this breath. "30 seconds. Sorry, I mean 20. 10 seconds now. Exactly as you are. Inhale deep, suspend the breath, suspend the pose. Let everything circulate. Exhale, let it go, relax. Just rest for a moment. Let energy distribute through the body to every cell, every little space. And as you're ready, you can cover the body with a blanket if you'd like. And we'll rest in Shavasana, allowing the legs to be slightly separated. Arms resting at the sides. Palms facing upwards, towards the sky. Allowing the benefits of this practice to gently rain down upon you, collecting in the palms. Pavana Guru Pani Pita Mata Tadata Mata Deva Sarata Dvaita Daya Kale Sagala Jagata Changyaya Puriyaya Vache Karmado Karmo Apo Apani Ke Nare Kedo Jinninam Dhyaya Ke Masakatga Nanakate Mukha Ujale Keti Trutina Jinninam Dhyaya ke masakatka Nanak te mukha ujale keti chutina Chinninam dhyaya ke masakataka Nanak te mukha ujale keti chutinala Wahe Guruji Kalkausa Wahe Guruji Ki Fateh And as you're ready, begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. And making little circles at the wrists and the ankles. And stretching the arms up over the head, getting long. Hugging your knees into the chest and rocking them around. And taking a cat stretch to each side, a twist to each side. And when you've done each side, you can rub the soles of the feet together and the palms of the hands together. Good. Rest the hands anywhere on the body that could use a little extra love or attention, awareness. And then rock it up to seated. Let's remember our mantra that we've been working on. This is so great for clearing the subconscious, and our subconscious is a big part of what manifests in our life. Gobinde, sustainer. Mukande, liberator. Udare, enlightener. Apare, infinite. Haryang, destroyer. Karyang, creator. Nirname, nameless. Akame, desireless. They're really just trying to explain God, right? I mean, every single mantra you could say is about God or whatever you believe God is, higher power, generator, organizer, destroyer. And I'd love to teach you a celestial communication with this. So there are some arm movements that go with this. So let's say it together, and you can still see me in this little box, right? Okay, I'm gonna raise it up so you can see my arms. Okay, Gobinde, Mukande, Udare, Apade. It's like a lotus mudra that comes down to the throat. Yeah. Haryang, Karyang. Yeah. Nirname, palms come together. Akame, they come to the heart. Gobinde, Mukande, Udare, Apare, Haryang, Karyang, Nirname, Akame. Good. Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare Hariang Kariang Niname Akame 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 Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare Hariang Kariang Niname Akame
Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare Hariang Kariang Niname Akame
And inhale deeply. Just notice the little echo of this mantra. And exhale, let it go. And dedicating your practice to someone else today. Let's imagine that we're in a circle, and anyone that you would like to receive the benefits of your practice today, imagine them sitting in the center of the circle. And we'll sing them the long time sun. Today, let's sing from the heart. Sing from the navel. Let's inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. 3 Satnams. Truth I am. Let's inhale for Satnam. Many blessings on your normal day. May you enjoy the gift of this moment, living in the here and now. The truth within me bows to the truth within you. And we say together, Satnam, Satnam. Thank you all for joining me today.